We jump into this part by heading to the Weather Institute, where we face our first Aqua admin, Shelly. She leads Milotic, while we send in Statlower. We gunk shot for well over half, while she mirror coats to no effect. After taking a surf for maybe a third, gunk shot finishes her off. We dodge a hypnosis and get off a shadow ball, though Statlower is highly damaged in the process. She sends in Lapras, and I know it's time to switch. So Struggler comes in for free into a drill run. We alternate between Volty to attack and Struggler to heal her up until Lapras is struggling to do damage between Parafusion and the Intimidate drops, allowing us to Shockwave until she's down. Next in is Shuckle, who can't do even a single point of damage versus Muck. We essentially PP stall, and once Rest is out of PP, Toxic makes easy work of the annoying mold Pokemon. Donphan comes in against Medicham, easily absorbing a Rock Slide. We can two-shot with Earthquake, well, she can't, so the win here goes to us. Next is Dragonite, so Flap comes in to get the Ice Beam one-shot, winning us the battle and allowing us to nab our next encounter, a gifted Cast Form. Brendan comes to try and stop us from getting to Fortree City, but he's an easy win, so it's new encounter time. Now, normally when we get a 1% super rare encounter, it's exciting. I think everyone is familiar with Pokemon Challenge's Hardcore Nuzlocking, where he got the 1% Taillow encounter, and it carried a portion of the run until its unfortunate death. In this run, our super rare encounter is a Pineco. Worst 1% ever. Moving on to our first Winona battle, however, the plan is to lead Trunks to head smash one-shot the Zapdos, while Drillbee baits their flying attacks. We switch in Steelix to take them, who gets hit into a damage range for the sent out Flygon to Flamethrower, allowing a safe switch to Mantine, as Donphan head smashes the Aerodactyl. From here we plan for Mantine to one-shot the Flygon with an Ice Beam, as we send in Drillbee to essentially act as a sacrifice. From here we two-shot the Crobat with Ice Beam, as our other Pokemon keeps baiting attacks. From here, Ripper comes out to one-shot the Articuno with Ancient Power, and then either Flap or her finish off the Moltres. That's not what ended up happening though. What you just watched was how the plan was roughly meant to go. Here is how it actually went. Trunks misses the head smash range against Zapdos, despite it being favourable to us, meaning Steelix has to switch out before the Flygon comes in. In switching Steelix out for Flap and Ice Shard KOing the Zapdos, we're no longer guaranteed that Flygon shall even come out, and it doesn't. She sends Crobat in instead. I serve Head Smash, but before I can pull that off, Aerodactyl Ancient Powers and gets the boost, while Crobat Giga Drains, leaving both our Mons in the red, and causing Trunks to die from recoil damage. That's a bad loss. Furthermore, Articuno comes out, who we're not really in a great position to deal with. I send in Drillbee to try and bait more one-shot flying attacks, but the Crobat goes straight for Flap, resulting in his death. The bait does work on Articuno, however, and it one-shots Drillbee. Okay, not in a great position, but Thorns is in to bait attacks, so this is far from over. I switch in Storm to take the attacks aimed at Roserade. She takes a crit from Crobat, which isn't great, but whatever. Ripper takes down Articuno with an Ancient Power, so Winona sends in Moltres. Storm survives a Giga Drain from Crobat in the red, as Ripper Ancient Power one-shots the Moltres, and Storm Rock Slides for negligible damage. I believe Flygon to be the bigger threat, so I try to Hydro Pump. Crobat finishes off Storm, so we send in Thorns, but he immediately dies to an Earthquake. Hydro Pump does around half, but it's now 2v1. We go for another Hydro Pump, but Crobat takes us down before we can get in the hit. It's a shame and a little frustrating that essentially missing one favourable damage roll essentially ends the run. But hey, now we've gotten to Winona once, we can get here again. So see you next attempt.